Shalom. Kol halal Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS. I'm the brother slash elder. And I want to say that they're not buying it. Look, they're not buying it. Staged conflict. This is how many minutes ago? We're going to look at these, okay? Travis, where's Travis? This guy right here. Breaking news, Iran strikes back. He goes into it. Everybody's going into. They don't believe it. This guy, breaking news, Trump announces fake ceasefire, Iran denies it. So people are, I mean, you can't fool the very elect, but I don't think anybody believes what this is. So let's watch this last bit of Travis real quick, and then I'll go into all things will be revealed. Okay, but let me get this real quick. Salat. Yeah, so nobody's buying this war. And what they're doing is, this is a cover for them bringing in the new NWO, but then something's going to go wrong. I think that, see, what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to pull out an old video that proves Seymour Hersh reported on Bibi Netanyahu about to drop a nuke, and they shot the F-18, the F-35, they shot it down. I'm going to have to go back and grab that, because that's pertinent to what's going on right now. Breaking news, Iran strikes back. Let's go all the way back here. Now listen to Travis. This is 4 hours ago. Let me see. Is this the one?
Stuff online since Iran did its strike that everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's time to go hide, right? It's time to go hide and lock ourselves in our bunkers. I don't think that's the case. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the case. I think we should be actively, aggressively preparing and readying ourselves. But I think we should also recognize that it's a strong possibility that this is all a big Psy-Op play, scam, not just on the American people, but really on the whole world. Because it is the development of a one world government.
He's right. This phase of the war, right? This is what they had planned. Going back to the attack that we just saw from America was planned and acted and rehearsed and all of that. So that was part of, if you understand what's going on at this point. So that was part of the stage play. But it's obviously about to spiral out of control because these guys can't stay on script. Trump can't stay on script. Netanyahu can't stay on script. So what's going to happen next probably is Netanyahu is going to rogue and waywardly launch he's going to lob a tactical out of spite, because what they're doing is they're trying to shut this thing down.
And maybe before the one world government was leaning more towards, the far left. Now the one world government is leaning more towards a right leaning.
It's all the same shit. Okay, so there's Travis. Okay, what did he say? It's a farce. Right? You know what he just said? It's a lot.
But there's just a lot of stuff going on. I'm seeing a lot of stuff online since Iran did its strike that everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's time to go hide, right? It's time to go hide and lock ourselves in our bunkers. I don't think that's the case. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think that's the case. I think we should be actively, aggressively preparing and readying ourselves. But I think
now listen to what he says, because he's on dead spot on point. Listen.
Also recognize that it's a strong possibility that this is all a big Psy-Op play, scam, not just on the American people, but really on the whole world. Because it is the development of a one world government.
Boom. Stop it right there. I'm going to go to Refat, this guy who's saying the same thing. And they're all saying it right away. This is Refat.
This is what you're...
Slot. Okay, now here's Hunter reporter, Trump, Israel hint at ending war with Iran after Tehran fires missiles at Qatar. Listen to how he opens his dissertation here. Oh,
Now, dramatic turn of event on Monday.
Come on, Rifat, go.
Now, dramatic turn of event on Monday. Iran fired as many as 6 missiles targeting the Al Ubaid military base in Qatar, housing U.S. troops.
Iran said it would retaliate, and tonight it did, launching missiles at US bases in Qatar, with air raid sirens also sounding in Bahrain, home to the US Fifth Fleet. The main US base in northeast Syria is also on full alert. Airspace over much of the region remains closed. The Al Udeid air base is the biggest US military facility in the region. It's a key air and logistics hub with around 10,000 American troops stationed there. Iranian state media said the Al-Assad air base in Iraq was also targeted, but there have been no reports of any explosions there.
Al Udeid Air Base is the largest U.S. air base in the Middle East, with 10,000 troops estimated to be stationed there. The base is also host to U.S. Central Command's regional headquarters and command facilities for special forces. The report comes after Qatari authorities temporarily suspended air traffic in the country's airspace.
The move was believed to have been in retaliation of the U.S. bombing of Iranian nuclear facility.
Now listen to what he's about to say. He's about to give his personal opinion.
On Sunday morning, Iran reportedly informed Qatar in advance its plans to fire missiles so that Qatar could take necessary actions. No damages or casualties were reported, as all Iranian missiles were reportedly shot down. But the move is being termed as Iran's intention to fight back any acts of aggression by Israel or its proxies, including the US. At least this was the earlier assessment. However, Donald Trump took to social media to thank Iran for advance notice and hoped that this would pave the way for peace in the region.
I believe he's going to show Donald Trump's response, and they're going to break it down and show that this is theater.
He wrote, and I quote, "Iran has officially responded to our obliteration of their nuclear facilities with a very weak response, which we expected and have very effectively countered. There have been 14 missiles fired, 13 were knocked down, and 1 was set free because it was headed in a non-threatening direction. I'm pleased to report that no Americans were harmed and hardly any damage was done. Most importantly, they have gotten it all out of their system, and there will hopefully be no further hate."
What? They've gotten it all out of this. What? This is war. Somebody gets to narrate it and say what's going to happen.
I want to thank Iran for giving us early notice, which made it possible for no lives to be lost and nobody to be injured. Perhaps Iran can now proceed to peace and harmony in the region, and I will enthusiastically encourage Israel to do the same. Thank you for your attention to this matter. End quote. In another post, Trump wrote, and I quote,
Okay, so that was one post, and then he writes this. There's one more after this.
"I'd like to thank the highly respected Emir of Qatar for all that he has done in seeking peace for the region. Regarding the attack today at the American base in Qatar, I am pleased to report that in addition to no Americans being killed or wounded, very importantly, there have also been no Qataris killed or wounded. Thank you for your attention to this matter." End quote. He concluded it by saying, "Congratulations, world, it's time for peace." His social media post came amidst reports in the Israeli media suggesting that Israel would end its offensives against Iran within days. Iran's retaliatory attacks had given rise to full-fledged war in the region.
Well, there was a time, not that long ago.
Okay, I want to stop right there, Salak. So there's two. What did he say? I'm sorry, Salak.
That Israel would end its offensives against Iran within days. Iran's retaliatory attacks had given rise to full-fledged war in the region.
Okay, I don't want to go there. I just want to get his response. Let's see. So he goes into this whole thing. Let me see. Actually, he ends on Tucker, right? He ends on Tucker's response to Iran striking back earlier today. But as you can see, right, hinting at ending war. How do you end the war? Okay, you don't. All right, so anyway, let me see. So I guess he wasn't as much on the it's fake, but he showed that, oh, right here, stage. Is that him? Staged conflict. Okay, so he is hinting. That's him. All right, in this thumbnail, this is him giving his opinion. This is some fucking bullshit. This is what he said. Now, we're going to let this guy, okay, Kyle Kulinski, who is, I believe he's a Jake. He's got too much swagger on him. But 35 minutes ago, Secular Talk featuring Kyle Kulinski, breaking Trump announces fake ceasefire. Iran, listen to what this guy said. Look, his assessment of the situation. So nobody believes the bullshit, especially not after these tweets. How do you tweet your way through World War III?
All right, guys, you ready for this? This is a trip, y'all. So Trump just said the following. Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire. First of all, he starts with congratulations to everyone like it's a little league softball game or something. This is fucking insane. All right, let me read the rest. In approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their in-progress final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war will be considered ended. Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire. Like, what does that even mean? So Iran's only allowed to attack for another 6 hours, but then Israel can attack for 6 hours after that? And upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful. On the assumption that everything works as it should, which it will, I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone down for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel, God bless Iran, God bless the Middle East, God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world. He said that twice.
Can you believe this shit right here? Okay, so what's going on is the upper echelon, if you will, they all know that this is planned, and they're hoping that it's going to go through without a hitch. But what does the scripture say? Every hand of the labor, the middle class, the lower class. We're like this. Oh, hell no, fuck that. We're not going for this. This is some bullshit.
Donald J. Trump, President of the United States. What the fuck are we talking about, bro? I'll let you go with your theory. You got any theories?
Crystal.
I mean, it's just ridiculous. Like, let's take it at face value that this is actually happening and it's gonna hold and whatever. That's the best case scenario. And what have you accomplished? Absolutely nothing. Civilians are dead. You did not destroy the nuclear program. You did not destroy their enriched uranium stockpiles. And now they have every incentive to actually pursue a nuclear weapon, something they were not doing in the past. So just like, even the best case scenario is still just utter and complete failure in all regards and horror show. And do you really think the Israelis are Bibi's just going to give up his ambition to continue some kind of a war with Iran?
No, because Bibi was going to drop a nuke on Iran when they responded the first time. I think it was back in last August, whenever that first attack was with the 300 missiles. Immediately afterwards, Bibi loaded up a nuke onto an F-35. And the story was buried. Okay? But the story was from Seymour Hersh, who is completely reputable. Okay? He was a reputable dude. All right? And they had to really work hard to bury the fact that Bibi Netanyahu sent a motherfucking F-35 on the way to Iran. And from what I understand, the plane was shot down. Okay, that's how much information got out. And I do have prior videos on that. So that's another, I don't want to go back and try to find it. I'd have to go back to last August or last year sometime. But you have to understand, Bibi ain't letting this go. Okay? Whatever narrate, that was a narration. This is what Trump wants to happen. So he's floating that out there, hoping that somehow it'll stick. And Bibi is like this, look, motherfucker, you don't speak before me. Nobody told you to say that. Just because you're over there writing executive orders, motherfucker, and sidestepping the Supreme Court doesn't mean that you fucking get out of line with the fucking mafia, boy. Anyway.
Happening.
I got some good news for you guys. We might be getting the Epstein files on Trump. If this is like if he
right. Nobody told you to do that, Trump. We're finna expose you. See, Kyle, that's sound thinking right there. Listen to what he's gonna say. I've never seen
if this is like if he actually means this, right, and if it's real, we might actually get the Epstein files on Trump.
Right, they'll release them.
They would release those shits in a heartbeat.
Right.
If they felt like, wait, no.
You're off script.
We want a regime change.
Yeah,
See?
You're off script, motherfucker. Fuck are you doing over here? What do you mean this war is over? We didn't get what we want.
Hersh reported that they had already greenlit regime change.
Seymour Hersh. What name did he just use? See, they throw around Seymour's name, right? Because it's known that this dude, right, is solid.
They would release those shits in a heartbeat if they felt like, wait, no. We want a regime change. Seymour Hersh reported that they had already greenlit regime change.
So did Ken Klippenstein. So did Reuters, by the way.
So is it possible they greenlit it and now he's just like cold feet?
Yeah, it's also possible that this is not real, that this is more theater.
That was
Strawberry fields, nothing is real.
my instinct first is like, there's no way that this holds.
This could be another, like, okay.
It could be a ploy to try to get a Nobel Peace Prize. He was tweeting about like desperately wanting a Nobel Peace Prize the other day. I won't get a Nobel Peace Prize for this thing or that thing or that thing. Well, now start an illegal war against a country that didn't attack you and wasn't building a nuke, and then you say, I got peace for that. Just like you said between India and Pakistan, he negotiated peace, and both India and Pakistan came out and said he had nothing to fucking do with anything. Like, what's he talking about? That's not.
Let me take you down, 'cause I'm going to strawberry fields. Nothing is real. This is bullshit. Let's see what they're saying. No peace. Epstein, never forget the Epstein files is part of this. Motherfuckers are being frog marched. Please wake me up from this nightmare. This is what people should be saying, not some stupid shit. Look, clearly the most talented. What? Okay. All right. Wow. Trump is so desperate to get credit for everything. Oh my God. We're going to make it another 3.5 years. Okay. And these are this guy's, this is Kyle's peanut gallery, so kind of got to take that for what it is. Well, let's see. The wars are fake. People are saying that. Let's see what that brings up and how one day, no war. Let's see, MAGA voters realize they got played by Trump's no war lies. 3 years, 5 days, right? Rewrite its crimes. Fake wars. U.S. military creates fake wars just to lose them, huh? That needs to be looked at. Fake paratroopers, I know about that. China's slaughter bots. 5 years. Let's look at this real quick. See what this guy's talking about. Real quick.
You want
Salah. Just looking around. This Psy-Ops stuff needs to be examined.
competition. Get 13.
Needs to be examined. Bear with me, Salakia. Gotta keep our eye on this. Let me see. Let's see what he's talking about. Or if he's just...
The U.S. military loves war games. In fact, war games are taken so serious in the U.S. military that if a unit does a bad job during the war game...
He's talking about war games. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to end it right here. Let's see. These fake wars, man. These fake wars. People don't believe... Iran, Israel, U.S. war, Israel. How about that? Is that enough information? I wonder how old that is. 2 hours. News about Donald Trump. Trump bombs Iran again? See, now everybody's kind of confused. That's a day ago. Claims U.S. obliterated. Okay. Yeah, so, I mean, everything we know, they're not going to let. Could go wrong. No one believes. Nothing about Psy-Ops, nothing about fake. But then we have these right here. How come they didn't pop? How come this didn't pop up? Create fake. Okay, that came up. What? Fake ceasefire. How come that didn't come up? I'm not going to go that far. Okay, we'll go ahead and end it right there. But you just have, right, too many people within an hour saying that this is some fucking bullshit. We don't even know what to believe. So maybe that's part of the psyop is great confusion. So let me let's see. Let's get this. See if I can find it. Not in the Maccabees. Where is it? Probably not gonna find it. No. It's let's see. It would be. Oh, I just forgot what I was gonna do. forgot what I was going to get. Where was I going to go with it? Here's what we know is going to happen. I'll just go here. Here's what we know for sure is going to happen. Doesn't matter what is staged or not, okay? Here's what we know is going to happen. There's going to be a war, right? Between the Arab nations, Iran, right? And the Assyrians, or the land of the Assyrians. Okay? Right? See these Assyrians here? And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. So, is that war over? No. We haven't seen this yet. We haven't seen, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand. Let me just read from 28. This is 2nd Ezra's 15, Log. 15 and 28. Behold, an horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east, where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Carmanians, which are the Iranians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come and join battle with them, and shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians, and then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature, and if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then shall these be troubled, bled, and keep silence through their power, and shall flee. So these are going to run. Who are these? These are BB and Donald. Donald Duck and BB Britches. Okay? So, and that's what it is. So we know that those things are going to happen. So whatever these lies and this confusion is, the Most High is what? Not the author of confusion. This is the Most High's story, not Esau. Duh. 1 Corinthians 14:33. For the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all the churches of the saints. We are the saints, the hopeful elect. The elect of Israel are the saints. With that, we hope that the elect, you saints, will edify you brothers and you sisters, Shaul.